Right, hi everyone. Sorry I'm a bit late this evening. Time's just sort of completely ran away with me. I think it's the heat. But I hope you are all well. Hope you're all okay. Not melting too much. So as usual, we will be making a start about 8:05. So in just a few minutes. So in the meantime, take the time to go grab yourself a drink, get on video calls if you are doing that to team up with people, and check out the picture round. So the picture round, you can find it in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page and in the Facebook event. So the theme of that this week is board games. So it's all bits and pieces from board games, either be it the board or a card or a playing token. You just have to work out which game they are from. Well, as I say, board games, they're not necessarily all board games, just tabletop games. Hello, everyone who has said hello to me already. So, hi, Richard. And I don't know you with all your Team US, Team America. If so, hello to you guys. Hi, Mum. And hello to Seymour. I don't know who you are, but hello. And yes, I did know that, all the meeples, because you've got Thirsty Meeple Cafe in Oxford, which is, if you are Oxfordshire based and have never been there, I highly recommend it. It is one of my favourite places. It's a cafe that has board games, but like 2,000 board games, not a small amount of board games. It's an excellent place. So yes, so that's the theme of the picture round. So yes, hello to everyone who has just joined. If you were not already aware, so we will be starting the quiz at about 8:05. So it's just a bit of time to make sure that you're all sort of settled, give some time for a few latecomers to join. I know I started late this evening, so I'm one of the latecomers. But yeah, so we'll take the time to check out the picture round and get yourself settled. I hope you're not melting too much. Unlike the ice cubes in this drink, I got this about 3 minutes ago, and there were 6 ice cubes in there. There is now 3 tiny slivers. That is how warm it is. But we will survive. Yes, definitely, Richard. That would be lovely. So, hi, Ian. I hope you are well. Yeah, I hope everyone is well. Not melting too much. Hi, Andrew. Oh, right. I will be back momentarily. I'm going to blow my nose rather than sniffing through the whole thing. There we go. That's better. Sorry about that. Oh, hi, Silver Surfers as well. Okay. Yeah. Apologies. I'm absolutely melting, so I'm not massively with it this evening, but we will make it through. As I walked home from work today, and it was 30 degrees, which was not fun. How's all the rest of you coping with the heat? Let me know if you want. Yes, we'll be making a start in about 3 minutes, so not too much longer now. Not as long as usual, because I was late. Hi, Rachel. Hi, B. I hope you guys are well. weird one. I always feel like I just need to talk and talk and talk and talk and not be silent because silence feels weird. But then I never quite know what to say. Hi, Carly. No, don't worry about being late. I was a bit late this evening, so you're absolutely fine. We're not starting for another couple of minutes. I am good. I'm very warm, but I'm good. Yes. As I say, I hope everyone else is well as well. Yes. So this is your first bit of time to have a look at the picture round. So picture round is all board games, and board and card and tabletop type games. So I've given you a picture of a playing token or the board. You have to work out which game it is from. Ooh. Yes, that is very hot, Rachel. So my 30 degrees was hot walking home from work. At least I was in the air-conditioned office all day, so it didn't feel too warm. But it meant when I left the office at 5, the heat just hit me. Yes, we're making a start in just a minute or so, so not too much longer. So hello to everyone who has just joined for the sudden influx of people. So I hope you're all well. We'll be making a start in just a minute or so. So if you haven't already had a look at the picture round, then this is your time to do that. So the link to that is in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page and in the Facebook event. So yeah, feel free to have a look at that, but we will be making a start now, as it is 8:05 according to my clock. So hello everybody. As I said before, I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to this week's quiz on this very warm, sunny evening. So this quiz is the same format as quiz always is. So we will have 5 rounds plus the picture round. It's laid out as we'll do 3 rounds, then take a break. You can collate all your answers to those rounds. We will then come back and mark those 3 rounds. We'll then do the final 2 rounds. Again, have a short break, come back and mark those 2 rounds and mark the picture round. So the round themes this week, as always, we are starting off with general knowledge. We've then got our topical round. So the topic, like related to something that's going on at the moment or an event that should have happened. So in this case, the Olympic closing ceremony should have been yesterday or the day before, something like that. So we have a round all about the Olympics. We've then got our word-based round. So in this case, this is all collective nouns for animals. So a mixture of what would you call a group of these animals? And this noun is a collective noun for a group. Which type of animal? A mixture of questions in there. We've then got round 4. It's a bit of an ironic round. I figured since it was so hot, I would do a round about winter. So that's your round 4. And then round 5 is a general knowledge round where all of the answers have a connection. You have to work out what that connection is. So pretty standard. Hiya, Chris. So standard rules apply. Same 3 rules as always. So firstly, please don't look up your answers anywhere. I want to know what you guys know, not what you are able to look up. So please don't look up your answers. Don't ask Alexa for them or Google or whatever you have. I want to know what you know. The second rule is please don't post your answers in the comments. Obviously, joking answers are fine, but everyone is here to have fun, but also work out what they know. If you post the correct answers in the comments, that kind of defeats the whole purpose because everyone then knows the answer. So yes, so joking answers are fine, but please don't write the correct answers or anything close to the correct answers in the comments. And the third and final rule is I'm only human. I do make mistakes sometimes. I apologize for that, but if you think one of my answers is wrong, please be polite and respectful about it. I will sometimes, like, if you're polite and respectful about it, I will sort of say, oh yeah, that's fine, you have the point. If it's demanding, no. Quizmaster's word is final. So you have been warned. But yeah, so that's all of the rules. So I think we're about ready to start. So if you are ready to go, let me know in the comments and we will make a start. Okay. So question 1 in your general knowledge round. Which country was known as the jewel in the crown of Queen Victoria's empire? So, which country was known as the jewel in the crown of Queen Victoria's empire? Oh, hi, Danny. Nice to have you. Hopefully, it won't be too bad this time. Question 2. In the film Mary Poppins, Mary said she would stay until what changed? So, in the film Mary Poppins, Mary said she would stay until what changed? Question 3. What was the name of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's pet cat? So, what was the name of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's pet cat? Question 4. Kings Lynn and Norwich are in which county? So, Kings Lynn and Norwich are in which county? Question 5. Whereabouts in your body is your scapula? So, where in your body is your scapula? So, that is spelled Scapula. Question 6. What was the name of Shelley Duvall's character in The Shining? So, what was the name of Shelley Duvall's character in The Shining? Question 7. What word can be a sheet of paper or a part of a plant? So what word can be a sheet of paper or a part of a plant? Question 8. What is kelp? So 8 again. What is kelp? Spelt K-E-L-P. Question 9. Archibald Leach is the birth name of which Hollywood star who was born in Bristol? So Archibald Leach is the birth name of which Hollywood star who was born in Bristol? And finally, question 10. In the poem by Edward Lear, what did the owl and the pussycat dine on? So in the poem by Edward Lear, what did the owl and the pussycat dine on? Okay, so that is the end of round 1. If you need any questions repeating, let me know either in the comments or if you've got my mobile number, you can send me a message as well, or on Facebook Messenger. Just let me know. Yes, of course. Question 3, Rob, was what is the name of Sabrina the Teenage Witch's pet cat? Okay. That seems to be the only question anyone wanted repeating. So I'm going to move on to round 2 now. If you do think of any others you want again, just let me know when we have our break after round 3. I'll repeat any then. But moving on to round 2. So round 2 is all about the Olympics. So question 1. The ancient Olympic Games started in the 8th century BC at the Sanctuary of Zeus. Where in Greece was this located? So the ancient Olympic Games started in the 8th century BC at the Sanctuary of Zeus. Where in Greece was this located? Easier than you might think. Question 2. In which year were the first modern Olympics held? I'll give you 5 years either side. No, I'll give you 10 years either side. So in which year were the first modern Olympic Games held? I'll give you 10 years either side. I'm just going to make a note of that. Question 3. Which organisation is responsible for selecting the host city for each Olympic Games? So which organisation is responsible for selecting the host city for each Olympic Games? Question 4. How many nations competed at the first modern Olympics? This one is multiple choice. So A, were there 8 nations at the first modern Olympics? B, were there 14 nations? Or C, were there 20 nations? So how many nations competed at the first modern Olympics? Is it A, 8, B, 14, or C, 20? Question 5. Why were the Olympic ring colours chosen as the 5 colours that they are? So why were the Olympic ring colours chosen to be the 5 colours that they are? So if anyone wants a reminder, they are black, yellow, blue, red, and green. That was a question in last week's quiz. Question 6. Traditionally, which nation is the last to enter the stadium during the Olympic opening ceremony? So traditionally, which nation is the last to enter the stadium during the opening ceremony? Question 7. What is the only Olympic sport where men and women compete equally in every event? So what is the only Olympic sport where men and women compete equally in every event? Question 8. Which 11 times world champion and 6 times Olympic champion carried the flag for Team GB at the 2012 opening ceremony? So, which 11 times world champion and 6 times Olympic champion carried the flag for Team GB at the 2012 opening ceremony? Question 9. Tokyo will be hosting the 2020 Olympics, although in 2021 now. But who will be hosting the next Summer Olympics in 2024? So you get a full point for the host city, half a point if you can just name the country. So Tokyo are hosting the 2020 Olympics, although it will now be in 2021. Who will be hosting the next Summer Olympics in 2024? You get a full point if you can give the host city, half a point if you can just give the country. And finally, question 10, on a similar vein, which city will be hosting the next Winter Olympics in 2022? Again, you get a full point for the city, half a point for the country. So similar to question 9, who will be hosting the next Winter Olympics in 2022? So again, you get a full point for the host city, half a point if you can just name the country. Okay, so that is the end of round 2. So same as before, if you need any questions repeating, then let me know. Again, in the comments section or by message if you have my number. Course 5 and 7. So 5 was, why were the Olympic ring colours chosen to be the 5 that they are? So blue, red, green, yellow and black. So why were those 5 colours chosen? And then 7 is, what is the only Olympic sport where men and women compete equally across every event? Okay. So no one else has come back with any more. So I'm going to move on to round 3 now. Again, if you do think of any more, let me know in the break. But round 3 is all collective nouns for animals. So you either have to say what animal would be given, like what group of animal would be given by the given collective noun, or what collective noun would you use for this group of animals, depending on the question. So question 1 is, what would you call a group of porcupines? So what would you call a group of porcupines? Question 2. A shiver is a group of which animals? So a shiver is a group of which animals? Question 3. What is the collective noun for a group of cheetahs? So, what is the collective noun for a group of cheetahs? Question 4. A pandemonium is used to describe a group of which colourful birds? So a pandemonium is used to describe a group of which colourful birds? Question 5. What would you call a group of platypuses? So what would you call a group of platypuses? Question 6. A basque is the collective noun for which animals? So a basque or a basque is the collective noun for which animals? That is spelt B-A-S-K. And they are known to do this. Those animals are known to bask in the sun. So give you a bit of a clue there. Question 7. A group of rhinos is known as a what? So a group of rhinos is known as a what? Question 8. A skulk is the collective noun for which carnivorous animals? So a skulk is the collective noun for which carnivorous animals? That's spelled S-K-U-L-K. Question 9. What is the collective name given to a group of sea turtles? So what is the collective name given to a group of sea turtles? Finally, question 10. An unkindness is a collective noun for which birds? So an unkindness is a collective noun for which birds? Okay, so that is the end of that round. So as usual, if you would like any of those questions repeating, let me know. We will be having a short break now as well. So if you need any questions from rounds 1 or 2 repeating again, let me know those as well. We will come back in about 3 minutes, 2.5 to 3 minutes or so. I'll go when the timer on my clock says I've been live for 40 minutes. We'll come back. If you are ready earlier than that, just pop a comment in saying you're ready. If I have enough of those, I might make a start earlier. All right, just about a minute to go now, and then we'll start going through some of the answers. As I say, if you have finished the questions, obviously you can use this as an opportunity to finish off the picture round if you haven't already done so. All right, time is up. So I will make a start on going through the answers now. So starting with your general knowledge round. Question 1, it was India that was known as the jewel in the crown of Queen Victoria's empire. Question 2, Mary said she would stay until the wind changed. So the wind is your answer. Question 3. Sabrina the Teenage Witch's cat was called Salem, quite fittingly. Question 4. Kings Lynn and Norwich are both in Norfolk. Second guessing myself on that, but I know that answer's right. Question 5. Your scapula is your shoulder blade. So if you put shoulder blade or shoulder, I'll give you either of those answers. Question 6. Shelley Duvall's character in The Shining was Wendy or Wendy Torrance, if you put either of those. Question 7. The word that can mean a sheet of paper or a part of a plant is a leaf. Question 8. Kelp is a type of seaweed. Question 9. Archibald Leach is the birth name of Cary Grant. And question 10. The owl and the pussycat dined on mince and slices of quince. So I'll say if you've got either mince or slices of quince, I will give you a point there. If you've put honey, I will give you half a point. So it says they started off their journey with honey wrapped in a £5 note. It doesn't say they eat it, but they took it with them. So I will give you half a point. I did a lot of research on that question. So question 2, round 2. So the Olympics round. So question 1, the sanctuary of Zeus was located in Olympia. Hence the name. So no, it's just 1 point in total for that question. So yes, so round 2, question 1 was Olympia. Question 2, the first modern Olympics were in 1896. So I've said I'll give you 10 years either side. So if you have anywhere between 1886 and 1906, you can get a point. Question 3 is the International Olympic Committee, or the IOC. Question 4, there were 14 nations at the first modern Olympics. Question 5, those 5 colours were chosen because they appear, at least one of those colours appears in every single flag of every nation. Rachel, I will look that one up for you. I don't know. Question 6, the nation that's last to enter the stadium is the host nation. Question 7, the only sport where men and women compete equally in every event is equestrian. Well, the answer that was in the quiz that I looked it up from was equestrian. So anything to do with that sort of horse riding. Question 8, it was Chris Hoy that carried the flag for Team GB at the 2012 opening ceremony. Question 9, the 2024 Olympics will be in Paris. So if you put Paris, you get 1 point. If you just put France, you get half a point. And finally, question 10, it's Beijing that will be hosting the next Winter Olympics. So again, if you put Beijing, you get a whole point. If you've just put China, you get half a point. Or if you've got the city wrong but the country right, you can get half a point. And then finally on to round 3, or finally for this half. So question 1, a group of porcupines is a prickle. Question 2, a shiver is a group of sharks. Question 3, it's a coalition of cheetahs. Question 4, it's a pandemonium of parrots. 5 is a puddle of platypuses. 6 is a basque of crocodiles. 7 is a crash of rhinos. 8 is a skulk of foxes. 9 is a bale of sea turtles. And 10 is an unkindness of raven. So that is your answers for the first half of the quiz. So yeah, Rachel, I will look that up for you after the quiz and let you know. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So we'll move on to the second half of the quiz now. So this is your questions, your round about winter and your general knowledge with a connection. So if you are ready to go, let me know in the comments and we will make a start. Okay, perfect. So firstly is your round all about winter. So question 1, which Christmas item was popularised by Prince Albert buying one in 1841? So which Christmas item was popularised by Prince Albert buying one in 1841? Question 2, which winter sport uses skates, stones, and brooms? So which winter sport uses skates, stones, and brooms? Question 3, in which year did Charles Dickens write A Christmas Carol? Again, I'll give you 10 years either side. So in which year did Charles Dickens write A Christmas Carol? Again, with 10 years either side. Question 4, which star sign would you be under if your birthday was December the 1st? Question 5, which winter month's birthstone is the amethyst? So which winter month's birthstone is the amethyst? Question 6. The first day of the week in December is always the same as which other month? So, for example, if the 1st of December was a Wednesday, there would be one other month where the 1st of that month is also a Wednesday. Which month is it? I'll give you a clue. It's the second half of the year. So the first day of the week in December is always the same as which other month? So, for example, if the 1st of December was a Wednesday, the 1st of another month would also be a Wednesday. Which month is it? Question 7. What is the next line of the carol? So, in the bleak midwinter. What's the next line? So, what's the next line of the carol in the bleak midwinter? So, it starts off with the words in the bleak midwinter. What comes next? Question 8. What name is given to the winter of 1978 to 1979, which was characterised by widespread strikes? So, what name is given to the winter of 1978 to 79, which was characterised by widespread strikes? Question 9. Which David Jason TV character's name is the personification of winter? So, which David Jason TV character's name is the personification of winter? Finally, who wrote Winter from the musical work The Four Seasons? So, who wrote Winter from the musical work The Four Seasons? So that is the end of that round. As usual, if you need anything repeating, then let me know. Okay, so no one has said they want anything repeating, so I will go on to round 5 now. So round 5 is general knowledge. There is a link between all of the answers. So question 10 is going to be, what is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? So question 1, which song provided the Foundations with a #2 hit in 1968? So which song provided the Foundations with a #2 hit in 1968? Question 2, what is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend? So what is the name of Donald Duck's girlfriend? Question 3, in the year 2000, which model did Paul McCartney announce that he was dating? So in the year 2000, which model did Paul McCartney announce that he was dating? Question 4, in Greek mythology, who was the goddess of the rainbow? So in Greek mythology, who was the goddess of the rainbow? Question 5, who played a young Donna Sheridan in the film Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again? So who played the young Donna Sheridan in the film Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again? Question 6, which character was played by Betty White in The Golden Girls? So which character was played by Betty White in The Golden Girls? Question 7, which character from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the second to be expelled from the tour after she ate a stick of gum? So which character from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the second to be expelled from the tour after they ate a stick of gum? Question 8. What is often baked with lemon in cakes? Which seed is often baked alongside lemon in cakes? Question 9. Which Scottish band had a hit with Young at Heart in 1993? So, which Scottish band had a hit with Young at Heart in 1993? And finally, question 10. What is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? So, what is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? Yep. So if you need any repeating, let me know. That is the end of the round. So I've had requests for 4, 5, and 7. If you want anything else, let me know. 4 was in Greek mythology. Who was the goddess of the rainbow? 5 was who played the young Donna Sheridan in the film Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again? And 7 was which character from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was the second one to be expelled from the tour after they ate a stick of gum? Okay, so again, I will give you just a couple of minutes to finish getting your answers together for those last 2 rounds and also the picture round. Oh, yeah, of course. I've had a text request to repeat number 1. So number 1 from that round was which song gave the Foundations a number 2 hit in 1968? Yes, I'll just give you a couple of minutes to finish getting all your answers together for these rounds and the picture round. Again, if you pop a comment when you're ready, otherwise I will give you another sort of 2 minutes. Now, if you're ready sooner than that, let me know. All right, just a minute or so more now. All right. That is the time limit I had said. You've had about 3 minutes on it, so we will make a start on the answers. So, your winter round, question 1. The Christmas tree was the item that was popularized by Prince Albert buying one. So, Christmas tree. Question 2, that sport is curling. Question 3, Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol in 1834. So if you've got anywhere between 1824 and 1844, you can get that point. Question 4, if your birthday was December the 1st, you would be a Sagittarius. Question 5, the amethyst is the birthstone of February. Question 6, the first day of the week in December is always the same as September's. So if the 1st of December was a Wednesday, the 1st of September would also be a Wednesday. Question 7, the carol goes, in the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. So that is your answer. Question 8, the winter of 1978 to 79 was the winter of discontent. Question 9, that David Jason TV character is Jack Frost. I believe it's from A Touch of Frost, is the show. And question 10, it was Vivaldi who wrote Winter from the Four Seasons. He, in fact, wrote the whole of the Four Seasons. So Vivaldi is your answer there. Moving on to the connection round now. So the Foundations had a hit with Build Me Up, Buttercup. So Build Me Up, Buttercup is your answer. Question 2, Donald Duck's girlfriend is Daisy Duck. Question 3, in the year 2000, Paul McCartney announced that he was dating Heather Mills. They subsequently did get married, but it was the year 2000 where they first announced they were dating. Question 4, in Greek mythology, the goddess of the rainbow was Iris. Question 5, the young Donna Sheridan was played by Lily James. Question 6, Betty White played Rose Nyland in The Golden Girls. If you've just got Rose, you can have that point. Question 7, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory character was Violet Beauregarde, as in, you're turning violet, Violet. So again, if you've just put Violet, you can have that point. Question 8, you often have lemon and poppy seed cakes. So poppy seed is your answer. Question 9, the band that had a hit with Young at Heart was the Bluebells. So the link between all those answers is they all contain flowers. So Buttercup, Daisy, Heather, Iris, Lily, Rose, Violet, Poppy, and Bluebell. And then finally, moving on to the picture round. So obviously question 1 is the sort of pie from Trivial Pursuit. 2 is a get out of jail free card from Monopoly. Question 3 is the board from Risk. 4 is the dreaded +4 card in Uno. Hate that card. Question 5 is the board from Settlers of Catan. 6 is the dice from Dungeons and Dragons, or if you just put D&D, that's fine. Question 7 is the triple word square from Scrabble. 8 is the boggle cube or thing. 9 is the rope from Cluedo, and 10 is the Taco Cat card from Exploding Kittens. So with that, we come to the end of this week's quiz. So I hope you all enjoyed it. If you were here from the first time in particular, I hope you enjoyed it. But to everyone, I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Let me know if you want to, let me know how you did in the comments section. No pressure, but it's always nice to see. And then just as a reminder, I did mention this last week, but I will be on holiday next week. So there won't be a quiz next Monday. There will be one the week after, going back to normal. Yes, just nothing next week. No, Coralie. Daisy Duck is Donald Duck's girlfriend. Daffy Duck is from Looney Tunes, I believe. It's a different franchise entirely. Yes, thank you, everyone. Yeah, it was a little bit tricky this week. Hopefully the next one will be a bit easier if you would like. If you like this level of difficulty, then I can keep it at this level of difficulty. It's up to you. Cool. In that case, yes, have a lovely couple of weeks, everyone. And I will see you, on the 24th. Have a lovely fortnight. Don't melt. I'll try not to melt. Otherwise, you won't have a quizmaster. Yes, I'll see you all in a couple of weeks. Bye.